Hey everybody, John Villarreal here, and I'm talking about the Tentacle Track E Timecode audio recorder. Now this is great. I really like it a lot. It's something that I use. I'm a professional in media and broadcasting. This is a great tool in my opinion. First, I have to say I bought this with my own money. This video is not sponsored, and these are my own true, honest opinions. Okay, what I like about this is there's many reasons why you'd want to use a body pack recorder. Right now I'm using my DJI wireless mic, and I love that. I use it all the time, and it's really, really great. What's great about this system is that you can just immediately, I've got it plugged into my camera. I don't have to sync the audio. It's done. It works really well. I have two mics, so if I want to mic something else, I can do that. If I want to mic someone else and talk to them, I can do that. So it's really great having that two microphone already synced solution. But there's a lot of times where maybe this isn't enough, or I may have some issues here. So like for instance, if I'm really far away, this is going to be out of range. Like if I was like a half a mile down the road or something like that, or when I turn around, or you know, there's some issues where there may be potential interference because this is a wireless transmission. This could get interfered with potentially, or like if I'm in a car, or if I'm in a building or something like that. Like once you lose line of sight to the transmitter, right, to the receiver, the transmitters to the receiver, then that can be a problem. In addition, this has 32-bit floating point. Let me explain that. First of all, let me go into what we have here. Then I'll explain the differences. Then I'm going to try on the Tentacle Track E. We'll do a sound comparison at the same time, and you can hear for yourself, okay? So in this system right here that I received, you have some USB-C connections right here. You have a USB-A to USB-C connection. You have a belt loop, a little holder there, and some bands because you can buy multiple of these and sync them all up. There's also a really cool mobile app. I'll show you how that works here in a bit. And here's your recorder right here, which is really awesome. It's really cool, and you can just simply turn it on. It lights up. And then I have my lavalier mic that is included right here. Now here you'll see this will just clip right in, and it's actually locking too, which is great. So you can clamp that down. That way it doesn't, come out very easily. Now, what's cool here is you can see the audio levels right there. That'll show you. So that makes it really, really awesome. And now I can put this in my pocket. Now, what's great about this is it's 32-bit. So even if I get really, really loud, it's not, I can adjust those levels post and it'll be okay. It's not distorted or blown out. That's a big deal because if you're out there in the field, you don't know what's going to happen. So if I'm covering like heavy duty sports or maybe auto racing or different things, or I'm out, with fireworks, something like that, this is something that I'm definitely going to want, right? Or if I'm concerned about just having that safety track of sound, I would want this. Now I will have to sync it in post, but I'm pretty capable of that. What I'll do right now, and I'll go over around the camera and I'll show this right here, is you have a mobile app, which is super cool, right? And it's showing you your levels. You've got different setups. Do you want 32-bit? Do you want 24-bit? It has your device and it has the levels right there. Literally all I need to do, and you can sync different devices here. It's super cool, right? So I can go into this, I can look at it. Okay, how do I want to do it? I've got my recording gains and stuff like that. You can see that right there as I'm talking. It's showing you I've got mine set for plus 30 decibels. I have the plug-in power on, the low cut filter on. So it's really, really great on that one. So I very, very much like it. And then here you can see I've got it set for 32-bit. You've got different setups right here. The app is awesome. It's really cool. Now all I need to do to start recording is simply hit this button right here, which I'm going to do. There you go. Now I'm recording. So I am recording right there. I had to hold the button down. So that's awesome. And now I have my levels, everything like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and forth, and I'll show with the graphics. I'm going to go back and forth between the DJI sound. This right now is the DJI sound. This is the DJI mics. Now I try to place them in relatively fair positions here because quite frankly, in my opinion, microphone placement, lavalier microphone placement is really key. So I try to give everything sort of a fair placement. This is the DJI mic, okay? Now let's switch over. Now this is the Tentacle Track E with the lavalier system right here. So you can hear what that sounds like, and I want to try to keep the same sort of pace and volume. Now let's go back and forth. So this again is the DJI mic right here, and here is the Tentacle Track E mic and the lavalier system right here, that body pack recorder. This is what that sounds like. Okay, so there you go. I mean, that's a good comparison right there. And again, what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually, if you bear with me, I'm gonna leave right here. I'm gonna go around the corner in my apartment so you can hear that. We'll see what happens with the DJI mic. I know the Tentacle Track E will hold that sound, and that's again a situation where depending on what your content you're producing, you may want that, right? If you've got some serious action out there, if you're doing some different things, or if you're in a situation where you may lose line of sight, or you may have something that's going to block, or you may be an extended ways away. So let's try that right now. So give me maybe 15 seconds. I'll keep talking to you as I'm doing that. So now here I'm going around. I'm going to go into another room here. Now I'm going around the corner, and now I'm totally in a completely different room with line of sight totally blocked for the DJI mic. So we'll see how that, and I'll switch back and forth between the audio so you can hear each one of them. Now I'm coming back, and now I'm back in the other room. And so we're able to sort of test that out. So hopefully that was able to show us some things right there. So there you go. Now this will use, the Tentacle Track E will use a SD card, a micro SD card. It has an internal battery. So what you're able to do is you're able to connect it here with the USB-C, and that will then allow you to both power this up and transfer the files to your computer. And they're very, very simple WAV files. You can edit them like any other WAV file. So it's great. I love this a lot. The Tentacle Track E, it's a fantastic system. Everyday use, I'm gonna use these DJI mics just because it's already synced, it's easy to do. I know what I'm getting, I am fine. I'm within the parameters of what they're doing. Plus, I may want multiple sound sources. I may want to interview different people. I may want to have different people in the video. So it's just an easier system for me to do. But if I absolutely have to have that crucial sound, if I'm worried about loud sounds, if I'm worried about line of sight, or if I want that backup recording, or if I'm in different situations, this Tentacle Track E is absolutely fantastic. For what it is, phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. In fact, I want to get a better lavalier mic for it to just take it to that next level, which I could use for both the systems here. Both these systems I love a lot. Both these systems are phenomenal. I think the DJI mic is a 10 out of 10 for what it is. I think the Tentacle Track E is a 10 out of 10 for what it is. I think they are best in class. I love them both. They're both fantastic in my opinion. Hey, that's my opinion. Thanks so much for watching. I'm John D. Villarreal. I'll see you next time.